So one common problem that you may have while you're mixing is you've got a hum somewhere, and there currently is one in aux input A. So if I turn it all the way up, you hear that just constant hum. That's just because the connection to the computer is not the best, and so you've got a hum, you know, when the volume's up all the way. Now, when it's normal volume, it's not as bad, but when you turn up all the way, it's always going to be there. So obviously, you're going to want to turn. If you have a hum in a channel, you're going to want to turn it off whenever you can, which is good practice for any channel, really. Basically, whenever Joe is talking, you're going to want to mute all these channels, except for his, obviously. That way, if like a mic falls down on stage or something, or as a guitar falls over, or like the drummer actually bumps into the hi-hat when he's coming off the stage, then people won't really hear that. So the first thing you want to do is just turn it off if you can. But if it needs to be on, one thing that you can do is to make sure that the computer volume is up all the way, which it is. So now if the computer volume was like down here, that means I would have to turn this way up to get the volume that I would normally need. So make sure that the computer's input volume is all the way up, and then you can turn up the volume here less because there's more coming in. And the same applies for an instrument. Like if there's a hum, just ask if they can turn their volume up a little bit more. Not too much as to clip on the board, but enough to turn their gain down so that and I mean you'll turn your gain down anyway if they are clipping, so that's good anyway. So just have them ask if they can turn their volume up and turn the gain down on the board so as to reduce the hum. Now, sometimes you can counteract the hum, and this is kind of a hack, but it works a lot of times. And I didn't even think I would mention this in these videos, but it is pretty appropriate at this point. So generally a hum is caused by not properly grounding the circuit. So if there's not their best grounding, or maybe you do have a ground and it's not quite perfect, there will probably be a hum. And so like on a bunch of amps and direct boxes, you see phantom ground and connect, or phantom and ground connect. So that's basically a ground lift button. And even on this amp here, you see, well, it's somewhere. Maybe it's on the back. Ground lift, there it is. Ground lift. And so if there is a hum, then try using the ground lift button on that instrument. And there's also one on these direct boxes. Lift, see that? Lift, you push that button in. And then another one maybe, where's another direct box? Oh, here's one. Ground lift. See that switch there? So a lot of times there may be a really bad hum in that instrument's line. The first thing to try is the ground lift switch on their direct box or amp or any other equipment they have. If that doesn't work, then what you can try is attaching a non-ground adapter to whatever amp or other equipment that they're using, or attaching this to the equipment where the sound is coming through. So basically what this is doing is this is taking the 3-prong connection and moving it down to 2, and then so your ground is right here and it's not connected. So there's some of those in, I think, the toolbox, but if you do that, then there's less of a chance for the hum to be in the equipment that's plugged in, I guess, to this surge protector. So that's something you can do to reduce a hum, and that's doesn't happen a ton, but that's what you can do to avoid it.